It's Tuesday morning, November 8th, and yeah, boy, I'm ready to shock the shit out of y'all with this, I swear. Because I was thinking about it, and I said, yo, am I going to go out there and go vote today? And I decided, nah, I'm going to sit this one out. Yeah, this is like the first one I sat out, you know. I think I missed one vote when I was pregnant one time. But anyway, this is the first one I'm actually officially sitting out. I never miss voting, but I am this time, and I'm going to tell y'all why. All of y'all, that's how I like to do it. Tell everybody at the same time. Yo, y'all are getting ready to go out there, okay? Whether it's my black people, the Spanish, or anyone, immigrants. I'm not talking to you illegals because you fuckers are not supposed to be voting, you know, But anybody else, whether it's legal citizens or Americans, or especially my black people, they need to listen up because they've been at the bottom forever. My black people, okay, since slavery times, okay, and yes, we did help build this country for free, and some of our ancestors who I think could prove that they're descended from slaves should get some kind of reparations, but that's a whole nother conversation. Because see, the reason I mention that is not because I'm getting ready to talk about reparations, but because I want y'all to understand something. All of you, I'm gonna start with the blacks and then go to everybody. Y'all fall. The reason I'm sitting it out, this one, I'm just gonna see y'all do the same shit over. Y'all fall for the same bullshit every time, the carrot and the stick. You know, and it's more like, the infomercial and then the disappointment. And y'all do it every time. Like reparations is just one. That's why I mentioned reparations, because my black people are all on board with reparations. And, you know, they get sold the bullshit game, the infomercial, right? Every election cycle, every candidate is for reparations, especially you Democrat, crack, Democrack, and I say that because it's mighty strange, not to me, very noticeable to me because I pay attention to behavior patterns, that every policy that y'all put in place. While y'all talk about we're doing it because we care about people, families, race, Black Lives Matter, blah 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 blah. Me Too, and all of these movements and all of this stuff, and the illegals and the migrants and blah 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 blah. George Floyd and all that. Do you know what I noticed about y'all? Hmm? The leaders who are in place in our cities where our black people are dying and young people are dying. The only legislation, the only stuff that y'all seem to push through successfully, quickly too, is stuff that benefits y'all, like for your salaries or whatever, or stuff that benefits the drug game, huh? And the human trafficking game. Hmm? Everybody, take a look and see if I'm wrong. Look and see if the legislation they put through it releases it hamstrings the cops, the good cops. They try to what you call it, make they will put some kind of blacklisting or whatever on any good cop that tries to do anything to expose the system that's in place. See, y'all don't realize that this system in place is not just about democracy and freedom and so on like it was supposed to be. It's also in place. Remember, this was built on slavery. And so, I hate to tell y'all this because y'all don't follow things like, for example, Operation Paperclip, where they, after the Americans and everybody, they sacrificed their sons to fight Hitler over there. They secretly said, you know what? The elites, the ones y'all keep fucking voting in, you dummies. They secretly bought Nazi scientists over here because Nazi scientists were the best scientists in the world and their technology was the best at the time. They divided them up between them and Russia. What do Nazi scientists do on people? Oh, they experiment on them. They're very cold, uncaring, ruthless. That's what the leadership was willing to work with and get them into positions, high positions, where they did things where they experiment on people and all kinds of stuff. Anything in the name of, getting what they want at the moment. And so when y'all look around and y'all keep y'all don't pay attention to behavior patterns. And everybody's like, why is all this crime happening? Why are they letting criminals out and weakening down the laws and letting the illegals in full body across the border? And, our people are dying and shit. You need to realize they don't care. They don't care they're dying. And you know how I know? And I'm going to prove they don't care? I'm going to tell you right now. Because they always sell y'all the same, we're gonna. Bullshit. And then when they get in, it doesn't get done. They say, you know what? It's their fault. The other side, whether it's the Democrats or the Republicans. And then they'll make excuse after excuse after excuse that the other party that they got to work with, in this partnership of democracy, that they're not doing their part, and so that's why it didn't happen. But, I'm going to just sit here and enjoy everything, and then, you know what, when it's time for the next election, let me tell you what I'm going to do. But you did nothing the last election, and the last one, and the last one. And you idiots keep falling for it. See, my thing is, it's like the playground philosophy. I wasn't a part of the playground, but I used to study it. And see, now, if you are going to let, in a school, let's say, for example, you know how they have the student body, whatever, or whatever. You're going to let people who are like uneducated or the jocks, the popular ones, or the people who just, they the ass kissers or opportunists, they'll say or do anything to get what they want, to hang out with these people, or do whatever, get what they want, whatever benefit. And you're going to let them run shit? Those are users and takers, And people are very self-centered. And then they want powerful positions of leadership in rich man's welfare. See, that's why I'm sitting this one out, because y'all don't look at it like this. I do. Rich man's welfare, that's what politics is these days. They don't go in there to get shit done like FDR or JFK or them did back in the day. They go in there to get comfortable. They're very, this and that. Let me tell you about this and this and that. And when they get in there, all of a sudden, they're gone. They're comfortable. All the time you see them is when they're coming in and out of the car, making a quick speech, spouting some statistics, or giving a statement. And other than that, they dismiss everybody, including the fake-ass mainstream media, which is supposed to be investigative journalists and journalism. And instead, they're more like, spokesmodels, infomercial spokesmodels or something. No, they do. I love to watch it because I wish anybody would come for me. Because you see these highly paid reporters who are supposed to be investigative journalists sit there looking like idiots while these people in high positions of power just dismiss them. Oh, yeah, well, I can't give you an answer for that. Like that Korean woman, whoever, that high-paid house slave that works for Biden on the DEM0CRACK plantation. And just, I can't give you an answer for that. I don't know. You got to ask this one. And no follow-up, no investigative journalism like Woodward and Bernstein would do, or like Walter Cronkite would do, or Peter Jennings would do, or Tom Brokaw would do. None of that, because y'all, it wasn't trained like that. Y'all trained, look pretty and spout whatever the party line is that keeps your paycheck flowing, according to whatever your bosses tell you to do. And Veritas, I think it is, exposes stuff like that y'all do all the time. Right, CNN? That's just one of them. Right, New York Times? On and on. The New York Times, Sarah Neal, she didn't even give a damn when I told her about these gangbangers. Now they're reporting about how bad the crime is, but I told her at least a year ago because she reported on my sister. And let me tell you something, Sarah Neal, you bitch. You came walking in there all pretty and cute to get your little interview. I gave it to you, and I took you out the funeral parlor when my sister was about to have a service, because all her peoples was going to bust your ass for walking. They didn't know you was. I saved you, silly bitch, from getting an ass whipping in the funeral parlor. And you and your cameraman. And you got your interview. And then when I called you about this now, years later, and I called you a year ago. I still have the proof, the text messages and everything, bitch. So don't fucking lie. Yo, and you act like it wasn't important. But here we are a whole year later, and now the same neighborhood is in the news with kids getting killed, Jason Perez, gangbangers threatening to burn down buildings. If the old residents don't let them in, that was 169. And by the way, the Daily Mail from England reported on that. Not you, bitch, and you're right here in New York. So I want to let you know, Miss Sarah, I was trained as an investigative journalist, and if you think not, I can't wait until you come out to give a statement, and I'm going to shred you and your statement and release the text messages. Very dismissive and all of that. And I'll see you anytime. I'll debate you. You sanctimonious, dismissive, very indifferent, well-paid, fucking infomercial spokesmodel for fucking New York Times. All the news that's fit to print, meaning, you see how smart I am? Meaning all the news that we want to tell you about, because if we don't think it's fit to print, we won't tell you about it. Right, Sarah Near? Bitch. Come and sue me, you fucking bitch, and say you didn't do it. Yeah, I think I'm about to sue you, Sarah Near. Yeah, because you are part of mainstream media, and yet you did nothing. And I'm pretty sure New York Times, what? Did you even tell them about the connection? No, you probably didn't make it. You forgot about me. Well, I didn't forget about you. Bitch, you about to get... I'm sorry, Miss Lady. You about to get sued. Yeah, don't start the bullshit like, oh, I feel I'm in danger. You're in danger of being sued and exposed with the receipts I have on you. You know why? Because I am an investigative journalist. Told you so. You never did it. I never did it professionally, but I'm doing it now on you. So if you, feel some kind of way, oh no, oh my goodness, and want to do your Karen shit, let's do it on a debate. So that way you don't have to say you're in danger. You're in danger of being exposed and shredded in a debate. Anytime, silly bitch. And for you, oh no. As a matter of fact, like I was saying, I want to stay on topic. So no, I'm going to sit this one out because I'm sure y'all going to fall for the same shit again. The Democrats and the Republicans at this point, they're just like kids in a playground who can't get along. They're sitting there on rich man's welfare, and they sit there and make sure the only thing they work hard on once they get in is lobbying the corporations and meeting with the lobbyists and other multinational corporations and rich motherfuckers to make sure they stay in office and get support for their next campaign. They spend 70% of their time doing that, I believe. Something like that. So that means they spend 30% of their time working on the country's business. That's why they don't get shit done. And plus, their main goal is to keep anything going in place. That's why you think they don't want the voter ID and shit like that? And then, because, of course, when you look at it that way, it all makes sense to you. Anything that keeps the drug trade and the human trafficking trade flowing, because they benefit off of that. They don't give a fuck. They'll use our kids for anything. Sex, like fucking disgusting Prince Andrew and Ghislaine Maxwell and Weinstein. They'll use our kids for sex. They'll use our kids to send them to war. Not theirs. And they'll teach our kids a watered down education to be worker bees in their businesses. Because they want your kids... Let me tell you what it is. George Carlin said it best. He said, they want you just smart enough. That's why they do it to the education. They want you just smart enough with the watered down education shit. And he didn't say exactly like this. So I'm paraphrasing him, not quoting Sarah Near. Don't start your dumb shit. They want your kids, when you come out of school, just smart enough to go work in their businesses and dumb enough to not vote them out. See? To constantly be the worker bees for them, and, not smart enough to realize that only thing they seem to get done very well and very quickly is stuff for themselves, stuff for the drug game, stuff for the sex trafficking game, and war. So they don't need to be in charge anymore. You know what my new slogan is? Vote them all out. And my other new slogan, hashtag vote them all out, and hashtag fuck Sarah Near, and hashtag we need youth leadership. And my business that I'm studying to open my 501c3 nonprofit is Youth Leadership Academies in honor of my murdered sister, Cheryl Outerbridge, who bitch Sarah Near did the story on, but I guess it wouldn't have been important until I was murdered, right? Then you could have said, oh, 2 sisters murdered, 13 years apart, whatever it was, all them years apart, right? Right, then it would have been important. Yo, I'm about to sue you, bitch. So for any of the rest of you well-paid house slaves, the celebrities or the media or the slaves that made it off the plantation have their own, Oprah and doggone Barack Obama. I fell for Barack too, and look what he did. He did a great job getting rid of Chicago crime, right? Or he did a great job making sure to help keep our kids safe, or reinvigorating, putting some jobs in the black communities and stuff. No, as soon as he got in, first it was all about black. And as soon as he got in, it was like, well, I'm not just the president of black people. That's when he showed you his real colors, see? So that's why I'm not. Because if I was voting to make sure it changed, see what you got to do, you get together as a block. And then you go and you don't ask. Hat in hand, like the black pastors went to Biden after he got in asking, well, we need something to know something. Oh, you're asking after you gave him your vote. And he dissed you. Just like they always do. Year after year, cycle after cycle, generation after generation, decade after decade. So I don't want to hear nothing from the black pastors who want to act like they know better and this and that. Who's this woman? Oh, she used to use drugs and this and that. I don't care about what you got to say either. Come debate me. Come debate me and I'll shred you. Because see, when y'all sat there in that thing, you realize how stupid you was. I knew it long ago that you sat there now begging Master Biden hat in hand for we need something or some kind of progress or something to, Now you're begging for something to see some legislation or something to push forward something for the black community. But what you should have did was got a commitment, not a promise. See? Because a promise ain't nothing but a fucking idea or whatever, a fantasy or a feeling without a plan. And the only way it becomes a plan, see, I'm a planner. The only way it becomes a plan is when you add a time commitment to it and a actual plan, itinerary on how you're going to get this done in this amount of time. And then they have to commit to that, whatever the issue is in such amount of time. 6 months, 3 months, 1 year, year and a half, whatever it is. And 2 years, whatever it is. And if they don't get it done, you know what you do? You vote them out. But not only that, you don't vote in people who want to make you promises. You vote in people who have already proven that they can keep whatever it is that needs to get done, that they are getting it done on the streets. Not just, oh, yeah, I used to do this and do this. Because you got a lot of folks who are well paid in the government. And then they'll, I used to be a police captain, right? Shout out to the mayor who, while shit is getting bad, he goes and does a ride on the subway. Like, hey, I took one ride on the subway. Look, yay, I'm not scared. 1, 2, 3 or whatever. Where people got to walk every day and then go talk about, oh, no, that's just a perception of crime. Come talk to me. I ride the subways. I'll shred you. That's why I didn't vote for you. Huh? So I'm not voting for any of them because you know what my thing is? Vote them all out. That's what my thing is. Because y'all keep voting, for the, let me tell you what I believe in. Yeah, they feed you that emotional, doggone subliminal advertising filled, rhetoric filled promises, man. And all of y'all. And you all fall for it. And they're like kids fighting in the playground. But they can always get shit done when it's time for them to benefit, drug game to benefit. They got to bring illegals in because they got to work in the drug game too, and they got to work in this and that and this and that. But trust me when I tell you, do you see any of them suffering really? Like, for example, the COVID thing, which was part real. It was kind of like half man, half amazing. It was part real, but it wasn't as bad as they said. The worst thing that hit the planet was the Black Plague. Let me see them come and tell me, no. Because I don't see bodies piled up like the Black Plague. And so at the time all that was going on, they closing businesses and shutting shit down, and people got to stay in. People couldn't even have their weddings. They couldn't be with their loved ones in funerals or nursing homes. What were they doing? Oh, they did everything. The top 1%, Republicans, Democrats, that they wanted to do. All of it. They were riding around, no masks, were taking flights here, there, having parties with their families, this and that. And y'all stood there stupid and fell for it. I didn't say COVID didn't exist either. I just said it wasn't as bad as they sold it to you, because they keep selling y'all these y'all just keep falling for the advertising, and the emotional appeal to your emotions. I'm talking about kids dying and getting things done. That doesn't involve emotion. That involves a plan. A plan. You can be emotional after you get it done. Fuck the emotion beforehand. Show me what you got done on these streets. That's what I say to them all. And so therefore, no, I'm sitting this one out. I'm going to let y'all, Republican, Democrat, whatever, independent, clowns, go right on in there. I shout out to the independents. At least they tried to do something different. But it's not helping. Like, I'm just going to sit back and watch y'all do the same circus over and over again. And then when you look back on my video, you'll be like, oh, shit, she was right. As soon as we finished voting, they went right back to taking care of themselves. And, all of a sudden it was just back to things like statements. Do you notice this? That's another thing they do that y'all don't notice. When they want to get elected, they come out. They there in the community. Hey, I'm here, I'm there. Politics, yeah, like a used car salesman looking to sell their car. And then as soon as they get elected, you don't see them anymore. They're too busy, and they issue statements. Or they come out with an attitude. Listen, let me tell you, talking about statistics and shit. They don't be talking about statistics when they trying to sell you their vote. They talk about, the kids are dying, this and that. Then they want to hit you with statistics later. I don't want to know statistics. I want to see what you did on these streets before I even vote for you. Because if you ain't been out there in the street, and I'm not talking about, I grew up in the hood 10, 15, 20 years ago. If you ain't been on these streets for the last 10, 15, 20 years, then you don't know what the fuck is going on in these streets for the 20 years. You may know a little bit here or there, but guess what? Your kids ain't dying. Ours is. So I don't give a fuck what you think. That goes to Snoop or motherfucking LeBron or Oprah or any fucking body else who used to be poor and suffering, and they want to keep talking about that part. You ain't now. So you can't represent and talk about what's going on out here. So as far as I'm concerned, shut the fuck up. YouTube, Renee Jimenez, YouTube. And I respect Oprah, but I don't respect what she's doing. As soon as she got to the top, all of a sudden, now she's very quiet, very passive. She goes along with even the Harvey Weinstein shit. Oprah, you didn't know about Harvey Weinstein? Get the fuck out of here. You got a media empire. You was all on the inside, and you didn't know? There's a picture of you handing over a starlet to Harvey. She looked like a sacrificial lamb. Come see me, Oprah. Have me on your show, your podcast, whatever the fuck. I used to admire you. Now I don't. You're the most well-paid house slave of all. You and Barack Obama. Yeah, y'all got your own plantations now. And now y'all are very quiet about the slave masters. Right, Biden? And tell me I'm wrong. Because all these shit, everything that us people down here pay for at the bottom, y'all kids get away with. Or a slap on the wrist. Huh? Like a missing laptop, right, Hunter? Or, you understand what I'm saying? And y'all up there at the top, and you want zero accountability while you want all 100% infinite power. And you want us at the bottom, the masses, to have infinite accountability and zero power. All of y'all bite me. Come see me anytime. Fuck y'all. I'm sitting this one out. Republicans and Democrats, because y'all are silly. Y'all don't see the game that's being run on you. I'm a New Yorker trained as a journalist. I motherfucking do. And so therefore, anybody who don't like it can bite me. That goes for anybody of any, look, that goes for blacks, whites, Spanish, African, Muslim, Arab, Asian, gay, straight, lesbian, transgender, LGBTQ, whatever it is, LGBTQ, and because this is all new to me, so I wish somebody would come to me like, oh, you violated us, and you offended us, and listen, when I grew up, none of this alternative nonsense was being taught because we had a high quality education. They're feeding y'all fucking brainwashing, okay? So I really don't care what y'all think, because if you want to come fuck with me, I'll just ask you a simple question. Aren't humans biological creatures? Yeah. And animals too? Yeah. How many genders are in the animal kingdom? Not talking about things like amoebas, single-celled organisms. 2. And we're biological beings with similar organs to some of the animals in the animal kingdom, correct? Yeah. And we have children in a similar manner, pretty much the exact same manner as most or all of the animal kingdom, right? Yeah. How many genders in the animal kingdom again? 2. Okay, y'all figure the rest out. And I'm going to set this one out for y'all, because really, I'm telling you, you need to vote them all the fuck out. Y'all are falling for it. I'm not voting for anybody who wants zero accountability, no commitments, but infinite or extreme responsibility and power and access to money and all of that. And then when it's time to answer questions to the people who put them in, they put out a statement. Nah, y'all can all bite me. I'll see you at the next election. Watch. It's gonna be. I want to see it, because let's see if y'all figure out that I'm not as stupid as y'all think I am, because I follow behavior patterns and history and psychology and things like body language, and also especially sentence structure. A person's speech pattern, very important. All kinds of things that, eye contact, a lot of things that y'all don't. So anyway, if any of you rich bastards or Any of you permanent victims want to come see me? Do it anytime. YouTube, Renee Jimenez, and that goes for my family too. YouTube, Crystal Clear as. YouTube, yeah, I mean, Barack Obama is a very well-spoken man, but what did you do for our community, Barack Obama? What did you do for our community, Joe Biden? Y'all are in charge. They be in charge, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, I can't get anything done. When they're trying to run for you, it's, oh, I'm going to get everything. I'm going to get this done, that done, with very high energy. Then all of a sudden when they get in, very laid back. Yeah, you know, you like no sense of urgency to anything except something that benefits their pockets, the politicians, or, what is it, class? The drug trade and the human trafficking trade. There you go. Let's see if y'all can keep up. Bye. You better look up Operation Paperclip. You better look up Tuskegee experiment. You better look up CIA with the MK Ultra mind control experiments and all kind of things. Y'all better catch up. They don't care about you. They care about using you. As citizens, legal immigrants, and illegals. Now see if you can catch up, all of you. Bye. YouTube, Renee Jimenez. YouTube, Crystal Clear Eyes. YouTube. I'm not as stupid as you thought I was. I'm good at playing stupid. Right, Maxwell, and your white, silent, deadly partner who killed that dealer on the rooftop at 160 in the 90s? Your partner killed him, not you. And you let me go because I was quiet and, you know, I guess you thought I was stupid. Nah, I was quiet and I was definitely not stupid. But now I'm not quiet and not stupid. So, yeah, there you go. Maxwell, you better go check the videos and see what the 4-4 precinct got you in by not helping me out 15, 16 times. So I had to drop the act and show them what you taught me how to do. You didn't know how smart I was. I understand. It's fine. You want to date me once, probably don't remember me, you know. And, you know, I turned you down because I told you I had a boyfriend, but I knew who he was. Everybody did. And so I didn't want to hurt your feelings. You're a nice-looking man and all that. So I just said I have a boyfriend. And, you know, and that was that. But you like me, and so you would always do stuff around me, you and your partner. Remember? You don't? I do. See you later. YouTube, Renee Jimenez, YouTube, Crystal Clear Eyes, YouTube. Yeah, I'm ready for all of you.